Come on in. Come on in. Oh, let me check my. Hello, good people. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome, Timothy. Hey. Oh, Lord. What? Oh, what in the Sigmund Freud is going on in these streets? What in the world? Huh? What you talking about, Willis? Lord have mercy. Dear God, send me a bird so I can fly far. Far, far, far away from here. Easy Jones. Hey. I went to This Is It for the second time today. This is my, I don't know if y'all can see it with that light, but I have smothered pork chop and some kind of rice with vegetables and some macaroni and some cabbage with a little crazy on the side. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. You have now entered the twilight zone. It is a world where the world is not really the world. Where perception is not based on perception, but it's actually based on perception. Where the face is the face, but it's not really the face because it's the face. You have now entered the twilight zone. Run! What? Oh my God. Run for your lives. Run, Jigga, run, run. Hold on. Hold on. Whew. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. So, ooh, see, what had happened was, see, I think you're crazy. Maybe you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Possibly. What? Help me. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoop, whoop. Whoop. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the Great American Medicine Show. Or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, get out. Right. This is my teacup. You are sinking. If you listen to the sound of my voice, by the time I count to 3, you will be in that sunken place. You won't know that you're there. You won't know who dropped you off. You won't even know that you're there. But you'll know that you don't know that you. Well, it was creepy to me when I was watching it. Help me. What in the many faces of Eve is going on in these streets? Oh my gosh. Leave. I'm trying to get some work done today. Listen, sister girl just got off work. You understand? I ain't even get a chance to eat my food. I'm like, what? What? Woo! They don't pay enough for this. Jesus, Joseph and Mary. At first, I was afraid. I was petrified. Like what? Welcome, Dwight. Welcome. This is not the usual stuff that happens on this channel, but we are dealing with some special circumstances at this time. So please don't let this first time on this channel scare you off, because I'm scared enough for all of us right now. Help me. Oh, Jesus. Welcome to all the viewers. Welcome to all the subscribers. Welcome to the Carolina DIAM. Shout out to y'all. Y'all stay out the streets. Stay out the streets. Listen, I worked really hard today to put this whole this education together for you guys, and I don't even feel right putting it out there. I thought we had a petty Christmas the other night, but now I'm like, really? We wish you a petty Christmas. We wish you a petty Christmas. We wish you a petty Christmas and a petty New Year. Like, what the flip is going on out here? What did I walk into? Jesus. Woo, Lord have mercy. Lord, please protect all the dimes out here on these streets, Jesus. Please protect all of the people that are in the chat. Protect the subscribers. Protect the people in the bushes. Protect the people in the straitjackets, Jesus. Protect us all out here in these streets, because nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. I knew something was wrong. I told y'all that whenever stuff start going on, then it start messing with my subscriber count. And I'm like, what is going on today? And I was like, well, let me finish putting my work together, because I was bringing y'all some stuff. We supposed to be talking about unconscious bias and implicit bias, right? I didn't know that we were going to be there are going to be very few times that I am at a loss for words. That's why I made this a mukbang, so that me eating this food could take up some of this time. What? What? I did what? How in the world did I become the commentary? That's all I'm asking. What? What? Leave me alone. When I made a video about a whole group of people, how could anyone take that video to be for one person? Child, let me help you out. A little slow. Hold on. We'll go ahead and handle that right now. There you go. Now go make another page. Now. Now. Y'all saw my video about stopping the foolish, and it was an unbiased conversation. Did I not address everything by everybody? I mean, even down to Tasha K or Mont, like Jack, like it was about everybody and everything. I even included myself in some of it. What in the I Believe I Can Fly is going on right now? Hold on. Let me. I can't even get into the pork chop. I tell you what, but they ain't cooked this enough. But now we're gonna carry on. Now, the person in the chat that I hear say, "Don't be confused now." Yeah, I am confused. I am so confused that my confused is confused. I did what? See. The first thing that I was going to address, but yeah, look, I got my notes and everything. I got my papers like I did it like it was class. Let me see if I got my sticky notes on here still. I might have took them off. Just messed up my whole vibe. What? Okay. For the sake of not calling anybody's name, I'm just going to say brother. Okay, brother. Because I have never had any beef with you. But I guess you beefing. So, hey, you on your own. I ain't got time. The whole misinterpretation of 97.99% of the video scares me. Okay. There was a big to-do about me saying that when people came together, I knew something was going to happen because all the platforms weren't equal. And I said something about egos, and I said everybody had an ego. Everybody. What happened today or whenever that happened, child, I don't know, because I'm one of these faces back here. I don't know which one I am yet. I'm one of these faces. What was displayed, that was exactly what I was talking about. All the channels weren't equal. And no, I don't know when everybody's channel started. I agree with you. Like you said, like I didn't know you. You're right. You're telling the truth about that. And I had no reason to come after you about anything, but the thing kept going back between me and this person and that person and that person. I'm like, where is the anger actually directed? Because y'all were not equal. Your energy was not equal. But if you wanted to know what I meant by it, all you had to do was ask me, because your energy was not equal. It's not the same. It don't have nothing to do when your channel started. I don't go around trying to find out when people's channels start. I'm just concerned about my channel. Like, what are you talking about? Ain't nobody trying to beef with you. I mean, you can beef. You said you're going to put me back on there, the thing. You had me up there before. I mean, whatever you feel you need to do. But this is exactly what I was talking about. If somebody doesn't say something the way that folks want you to say it, like you become, all of this stuff. And then people saying that you were stalking them because they were a celebrity. But in the same sentence, you said that I didn't know you. And people, like, my head is spinning. I feel like the Exorcist right now. I can't keep up. Like, I got the thing, like it got my head just going around. Like, I just can't keep up. I feel like I'm on the slow bus right now. Like, help me. I need a counselor. I need the life coach right now. Help me. Jilga, help me. Lord have mercy. Woo. What? Okay. So that was the first thing that I wanted to touch on. And I don't know who, what, when, where. I don't come at anybody about when their channel started. That does not matter to me. I wouldn't even try to put that up in anybody's face. Like, your channel started before this. Like, that doesn't even matter to me. And this the stuff that I was addressing and the stuff that you addressed, a lot of this stuff didn't even apply to you. Like, you took it on. You took it on yourself. I'm talking about everybody as a whole. Okay. Hey, y'all. If I didn't speak, hey. Okay. So I can kind of go into the implicit bias. Okay. Actually, no, we're going to talk about cognitive dissonance for a minute. That's what we're going to talk about for a minute. Okay. Cognitive dissonance is when you have an internal conflict going on. You got your own internal battle, basically, because one part of your mind is telling you to do one thing and it doesn't correlate. It doesn't complement the other side. So it's like a good versus evil that's going on in your head. They're conflicting. And you don't realize that it's happening. So it'll have you doing something on this side while coming back saying something on the other side. And the stuff just sounds like it's all over the place. That's cognitive dissonance. That's an internal conflict. I specifically said that I don't think any bloggers need to explain themselves to anybody. I specifically said, I don't care who it is. That's what I said. And I said specifically, especially personal stuff, that you shouldn't have to explain yourself to anybody. That's what I said. I'm 200% sure that that's what I said. So this implicit bias or this unconscious bias is like when you're prejudiced or you make prejudice or unsupported judgments in favor or against one thing or person or group as compared to another in a way that's usually considered unfair. Like, you just throw something out there and it's not, like, you don't even realize that you're being the way that you're being at the time because it's an unconscious thing. You're implicit of it at that particular time. Like, you really don't realize that is going on, and it affects your behavior and your thinking and your decisions and stuff like that. And you don't even know it. And most of the time it's based on mistaken, inaccurate, or just straight incomplete information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to challenge. I'm going to challenge you, brother. I'm going to challenge you to go back and watch my video. I don't know how in the world. You know what? Where this thing at? Woo! Woo! Hold up. I don't want nobody talking bad about nobody. I'm just saying. If anybody watched the video, I was very intentional. I was so intentional. I was intentional. Like I was. Let me just see if, let's see here. Let me see something really quick.
To anybody.
Hold up a second.
You may be a good shooter, but shoot, you can get that ball down that court too.
Okay, let's see.
So we're gonna leave that alone. So carry on. And some comments were deleted by mistake. See, you looking for something online. We're going to keep on moving. But
I can't even find it. But there's
people are watching. The world is watching. So what are we going to do about it?
Okay.
The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start talking about some things. I've talked about things, just piece by piece. But one thing that stands to be true in this world, and you've seen it, and I'm going to go ahead and say it, that a lot of times on the female platforms, that sometimes the truth isn't welcome.
And I said that there was going to be something about some feminist stuff. Why can't I support women? If I can get on here and support men, why can't I support women? What's wrong with that?
But this house is my house, so the truth is welcome.
But let me just put this up for a minute, because
tuning in.
Because I'm always open, because maybe I overlooked something. So let me
go ahead and we're gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. Now, understand that the last time that I I had some conversation the other night, and I ended up being the target of some negative conversation. Didn't bother me, didn't even go check it out. So, that's where I'm at. So, because at the end of the day, if the truth isn't welcome, then what are we here for? Because I'm for darn sure didn't come on these streets or no other streets to have folks just lying to me constantly. I don't know about y'all, but that's not what I'm here for. I can lie to myself. Shoot, I got a couple dudes that I used to deal with. They lie enough for everybody. I don't need to go find some
true story. That's a true story.
I'm just saying. Not saying that just guys lie. Let me be clear on that, because we got some of us, we can tell a little tale too now. Just saying. So let me make that clear. But today, we're just going to have a little conversation. And I want to start this out because I see this person in the chat. And I'm going to be honest about something. There is absolutely, positively, some hypocrisy when it goes on to what female bloggers say versus what male bloggers say. How the culture responds when female bloggers say something or do something versus when male bloggers say or do something.
Press pause. Was this not an example? Because I was very respectful in what I had to say. Now I'm about to get and then I had a whole story told on me, like,
absolutely some hypocrisy there. Now, if you choose not to admit it, then that's on you. But today, the truth is welcome, and it will be told. It will be told. And it's not just about bloggers or social media influencers. It's people in general.
People in general.
They tend to support certain things when it comes from this place versus it coming from another place. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna like this. Now, we had another female blogger that spoke on this, and she was like with it. I understand it because people were coming hard. They were coming hard.
I gotta close my food up for a minute.
Some of y'all, and it might not be anybody that's on here right now. Boy, I see that the numbers go up when they hear what the topic is. They'll drop real quick, but y'all gonna get this work today. Even if it ends up being 5 people in here, y'all gonna get this work today. So, before I go on, Priscilla, hey, Lee Jones, hey, Nene and the Truth, hey. Anybody else that I missed, hey, welcome to the chat. So let's get started. Let's get started. There is an underlying problem here. There's definitely an underlying problem here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to speak to my females for a second.
Uh-huh.
And like I said, y'all probably ain't going to like this. I'm just going to watch the numbers as they drop. And it's going to be okay.
Mm-hmm.
The hypocrisy is real.
Well.
It's real. I've seen a lot of things. I have seen a lot of things. And because in this female-dominated culture, and when I say female-dominated culture, meaning that women make up 80 to 90% of the viewership in these black tube streets, then I'm going to talk to my women and we're just going to have some real conversations.
Mm-hmm.
I see people talking about keeping it real, for real. I keep it real. I'm going to tell it like it. Press pause. Press pause. Press pause, because if you're telling the truth and you're keeping it real and you're telling it like it is, then why are you not asking yourself why women are becoming the targets in male foolishness? I'm going to wait on the answer for that. I'm going to wait on the answer.
Is this not what's happening?
Why are we sitting over here being okay with cheering on, encouraging females being brought into being degraded, being chastised, being called everything except a child of God and stuff that has nothing to do with us? And we're sitting up here cheering, yeah. What kind of BS is that?
Were any lies told?
Y'all don't hear me. And I know some people are going to be scared to respond because they don't want folks coming after them and they don't want to be exiled from any of these islands. Bumping island.
Ah, dang.
Why are you okay with anybody calling any female out of her name? And we calling ourselves women and grown folks. But you okay with that. You encourage that. What in the I don't know who I really am is going on in these Black Tube streets? When? Because I want y'all to understand this thing is universal. We ain't talking about what's just going on in these small streets. When did it become okay to involve somebody's wife and talk about somebody's wife, to talk about effing somebody's wife? When did it become okay to involve somebody's mom and talk about effing somebody's mom or threatening somebody's mom? When did it become okay to talk about somebody's girlfriend and involve somebody's girlfriend? When did it become okay? To involve any other people that have absolutely nothing to do with whatever mess somebody else done conjured up or whatever kind of mess they got going on. When did it be okay? When did it become okay to us women to allow folks to drag us into their mess?
Press pause. I'm asking, when did it become okay for folks to drag your people up into this? When did it become okay to drag this person's mama? When did it become okay for somebody to drag this person's wife? What are you talking about, man?
Call us out our names, sit there and watch somebody else be called out their names, and we sitting there laughing and chuckling and throwing up 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s for some BS.
And I stand on that.
Become okay. I'm here to talk saying that this is some feminism stuff. This is no feminism stuff. This is realism. This is the truth. And the fact of the matter is, if you can't go and do what you got to do and say what you got to say without bringing some women in it and degrading women, then what do you really stand for? Women are there with you to assist you. They are not to be the target or the butt of your jokes.
Well, would you look at that?
Hey, but if y'all like it, I love it. This is where we are. Now I understand that everybody's upbringing is different. So maybe that's something that some people are used to. Maybe. This sister right here, that's something I will never get used to.
Never, ever. Ever,
There's
ever.
nothing that you can do to brainwash me, to get me to ever be okay with that type of foolishness. That in itself is abusive behavior. But we cool with it though. It's cool. It's cool. Right? I watched something the other day. Lord, I watched a lot of things. But let's just this is just what it is. I absolutely have seen guys say whatever they want to say. And I have seen women come and say stuff. And I've seen the women pounce on the woman that chose to say something. did the guys come after whatever female it happens to be, but it's the women that are pouncing. Lord knows if you're going to submit to something, you need to know what you're submitting to. Because at the same time, the same people that you are putting your life up for, that some folks are just looking plain ignorant for, these are the same folks that are going back, and the minute you do something they don't like, you are every B in the book.
Say word.
And any other name they can come up with.
Say word.
But we're okay with that. Yeah, we're okay with that. Well, some of y'all okay with that. Because I'll never be okay with that.
Pico, I haven't either.
It doesn't matter if you come back and say,
word.
well, I was mad. Let me tell you something. Let's be clear on something. Y'all want the doc to speak? This is the doc speaking right now. There is nothing that happens in your life that makes you step outside of yourself and be someone that you are not. Either you are or you ain't. Yes, I said ain't. So there is nothing that someone can say or do to you that's going to make you become somebody that you are not. So if you are somebody that decides to call everybody a bee and a hoe and everything else, then you're doing what you do. That's not an out-of-body experience. Everything that's happening is in your body. We cannot be okay with that. We cannot. And when people try to speak up, then they get cursed out. They get voted off the island. They can't come around anymore. If we don't stop with these slave mentalities, then we are destined for failure. And I even have to be a bit more careful with that, because even in slave times, men had way more respect for their women than what they have right now. But we have to understand, we absolutely, positively have to understand. It's not about women standing behind men. We have always stood beside and fought for and with
Black Girl Beauty, I agree. You're not going to get a disagreement from me on that.
When that rib was broken and a part of it was, come on now, this is what it was all about. It was not for us to come around. We did not. Nobody created us for us to be disrespected. Absolutely not. Nobody. This is not what we were put here for. Not what we were put here for. So when I started this thing talking about people being gullible and all this stuff, this is why I am doing the series, because there's a fine line. Shoot, there is no line. You either got it, you're gullible or you're naive, or there's something going on right there for people to see the truth right here and come over here and you don't see the truth, but you're watching the same thing.
Unconscious bias.
You call something out right here, you see the same thing over here, or you saw it a few days ago, but you only see the wrong in this.
Implicit bias.
When in the midst of most of that wrong, there's some female that is being degraded in the midst of it that had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Nada. Cero. Nunca.
We got to open our eyes. if you are a part of it, you got to open your eyes and stop letting folks use you. If nobody pulled your coattails and said you need to chill out degrading women, then those are people that don't give a flip about you anyway. If you won't allow your coattails to be pulled, then that's a problem. You can't go pulling other people's coattails if you're not willing to let your own be pulled.
Press pause 1 second. Even on this part right here,
So
I was actually speaking to somebody specifically, and they knew what I was talking about whenever I said this. And they ended up addressing it later because they knew what I was talking about. I'm not sure how in the world this got turned into. Carry on.
Start off by this. I'm going to start off with this. Any woman that has been disrespected in these Black Tooth streets, if nobody else apologizes to you, as a person that is on YouTube in these Black Tooth streets, I extend my sincerest apologies. Sincerely. If your wife was spoken about, I extend my sincerest apologies. If your mother was spoken about, I extend my sincerest apologies. If your girlfriend was spoken about, I extend my sincerest apologies. If your daughter was spoken about, I extend my sincerest apologies. If you were a woman on here that had absolutely nothing to do with any of the BS that has been going on, I extend my sincerest apologies. If you are a blogger,
who was I showing favoritism to?
Disrespected for merely speaking your piece or stating your opinion, I extend my sincerest apologies to each and every one of you. If you were a viewer who just happened to run across the foolishness and was offended by it, I extend my sincerest apologies. As a woman in these streets, I extend my sincerest apologies. And no, it is not my job to apologize for other people, but somebody has to be a grown up in these streets. So I extend my sincerest apologies. I honestly do. I honestly do.
Because see, folks let other people go and tell them, oh, well, she said this and she said that. Hey, Tori. Hey, lady. Welcome back. Welcome back. And I'm like, when I see people talking in their comments, like, did you even watch the video? Or did you listen? Now, as we go on, you're going to see, like, I did not omit myself in some of this stuff. So, okay, let me.
Because regardless what goes on, regardless of what goes on, there are certain lines that you don't cross. There are certain things that you don't say. And it doesn't matter if we're on YouTube. It does not matter. At some point, common sense got to kick in. I heard a young lady come out and tell what she said was her story. I saw some people supporting the young lady for coming out and telling her story. I saw other people coming out attacking the young lady. And she was every hole and everything else in the book. And these were women that were attacking her. I saw some people say, you should have kept your business to yourself. You shouldn't have been talking about that. Press pause on that for a second. If everybody else can come out and tell their business if everybody else can try to come out and clear their name, then how can any of you have the unmitigated gall to go and tell anybody that they can't come out and clear their name when you got all these other people, specifically males, that get to come out and say whatever they want to say, and the minute somebody else comes out, a female, she's wrong for talking about any type of sexual conversation on social media when we've been hearing it for months.
Now, if this ain't the pot calling the kettle, calling the pot, calling the kettle, calling the pot.
When we got guys coming out claiming that other females went around and slept with people and it was a complete and bald-faced lie, you kept quiet and you were okay with that. But when the female comes out to try to defend herself or speak her own truth, now she should have kept that to herself. No, you should have kept your comments to yourself, because it's showing hypocrisy at its finest. These are facts. These are facts. I watch some people say, well, folks shouldn't have put this stuff out. Nobody should have said anything about that. No, we shouldn't have said nothing about that. Well, listen.
Oh.
And I already took the heat for it the other day, so I'm going to repeat what I said again. And I'm probably going to get talked about again. I don't give 2 dimes in a nickel.
A whole quarter.
It is what it is. If you are okay, if something did happen to somebody's child, and somebody's child ended up getting hurt, or it resulted in something that was even more detrimental.
Debosky, don't come over here with this stuff, because you were dead wrong. You were dead wrong.
Somebody trying to contact,
and you lied on me.
Families. They're trying to bring more home.
And I have never come for you. You dead wrong.
Some YouTube bull monarchy. You're okay with that?
Debosky, I'm going to let me pause this right now. Let me pause this right now. You're going to have one time to threaten me. That's going to be it. One time. Period. I haven't said one negative thing about you. I have not lied on you. I'm playing my own commentary, which you chose to play. And you chose to turn it around and make it something that it was not. So maybe you should sit in the chat for a minute and actually listen to what I said. Hopefully you have a clear mind right now and you'll actually hear what I said.
So who the flip do you think you are?
Exactly.
You know better than anybody else that's going out here doing the BS. I need you to think about this. You are so caught up in the drama, so caught up in just being evil, that you would sit there and be okay with somebody digging up something that happened years ago to a so-called, if it's true, the person will be grown now. You're willing to go into that closet and dig up something and create a whole new level of pain for somebody, just to get back with somebody on YouTube. Think about it.
And this is what it boils down to.
Your heart is.
That's what the anger is about. And I'm still not going to agree with that. I don't care what nobody says. It's not right. It is not right. And I'm not going to let anybody bully me into saying that it's right. It's not right. And you can go and put whatever you want to out. Do whatever you need to do. But you better remember, you still on them papers. You better leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Because nobody came for you. You came for me.
Please do not put anybody's name in my chat. Please do not put anybody's name in my chat because I'm speaking as a whole.
As a whole. To everybody.
But at the same token, hold on. And this is why I made the comment the other day. Because if you can sit there and put somebody else's business out there.
Listen.
Then you got to be okay with people putting your business out there.
Let me take that back for a second.
If you can put something comment the other day.
If you can put somebody's business out there, then you have to be okay with other people putting your business out there. This is for everybody.
People putting your business out there.
How many bloggers are going back and forth and this person put this person's business out and this person come back and put this person's business out? Why are you making this specifically about you?
Just popped up in the chat. So let me speak on this real quick. I saw people say, well, nobody should be speaking on this person messing with this person and what they do.
Let me get back to where I was at.
Y'all didn't have a problem with it. You ran with it. And it was okay. Then you address it and you go about your business. But no, we have turned this into a whole series as the BS turns. It keeps going and going and going and going. And guess what? I ain't never seen the numbers shoot up so high.
Hey, come look in my chat right now.
If you are skilled enough,
just come look.
To develop now, I don't know if all the viewers understand what comes along with that, but I for darn sure do.
Miss Fat, don't delete his comments. Leave them in there. If he puts all 10 pages, leave them in there. This is the thing. I don't care. Let me press pause for a second. I don't care.
Don't do this. You're wrong for doing that.
You're making this about you and him. What I'm talking about on here, I spoke about Amon. I spoke about Tasha K. I spoke about Stormy. I spoke about people of YouTube. You made it about you, brother. You took my whole commentary and made it about you. You are the only person that took it and made it about you. Even the people that I actually spoke to directly when I said certain things, because I tried to pull them up on stuff, they didn't even take it the same way. You were the only one that took my commentary and made it about you. The only one. Y'all are not the only ones on YouTube beefing. And I don't care about y'all beefing. So we agree on that. We absolutely agree.
And they're going off and they're not listening. It's not that they don't understand.
I haven't said your name, brother.
They don't care.
Not on here anyway.
Now that's me keeping it 1,000. They do not care. Because at this point, it is about the viewership. And there's nothing wrong with that. You do what you got to do for your page. But I'm telling the people that are watching, don't be fooled.
Press pause. Press pause.
There's nobody that's slow.
You can go and say my whole name on your page, lie, and say that I was starstruck by you when I had no idea who you were. You can go and just straight lie and say I waited on you at the top of the stairs or something, and then in the same sentence say, don't talk about you. That's the hypocrisy. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And even with your foolishness, I still have not disrespected you. We're going to carry on.
It's a part of this game. They understand.
There's healing within. There she is. Press pause. Hold on. Wait 1 minute. Hold on. There she is. Hold on. There it is. Bam. There you go. Healing within. This is the person that came on here saying, putting the message out there, bragging and making fun of the fact that I could not have kids because I was molested. This is the person right here, healing within. And she has once again shown her face. So y'all welcome Healing Within. Please welcome her to the show today. Please welcome Healing Within tonight. Because she got some healing to do. Come on, Healing Within. Come on now. We ain't gonna let you say too much, but you can sit here. Healing Within. You said I'm putting words in your mouth. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Because one thing I won't do, I will not lie on you. I will not lie on anybody. That ain't, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Hold on, wait a minute. Because I think I found it the other day. Where did I see it at? Because I came across and I said, well, look at that. It didn't delete it. Would you look at that? No, don't clear them now. Don't clear them. Oh, wait a minute. I know where it's at. Because one thing's for sure and two things for certain. You can call me a lot of things, but a lie you will not. So you said that you didn't say that, okay? So I'm going to put this up here. Let me wipe my screen off, child. Let me wipe my screen out. Hold up. Let me back it up. You know what? Let me just screenshot this. And as a matter of fact, it was on this same video. It was on this same video right here that we're looking at. So what I'm going to do is, rather than go back and forth with anybody, and Lord knows I don't want to be accused of being called a liar, because I've surely had enough of that. So let me do this. Okay. Okay. Now, you know there's really no there when people say something about reverse psychology, right? But okay, let me get this really quick here. Gosh. Hold up, because I don't want nobody trying to be all up on my page here. Rename this healing. Okay, let me do that and save that and go back here. Now, this is what we're going to do really quick. I'm going to cut that off for a minute. And what I am going to do is I'm going to do this because I don't want you to tell anybody that I'm lying on you. That's one thing that I will not do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. So I'm going to go here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and let me find that application. I'm going to go there. And we have your comment here. And to quote what you, let me put this up on the screen big so that they can see it. This is you, right? Same picture, same person. This is you. This lady can't have kids, so she don't give a flip. Laugh out loud. She hurt, so she hate all women who do have children and children, period. God cursed her, not us. Laugh out loud. So Levi, that's why. R.I.P. Larry White. Now, who was it now? Because you said I just lied on you. So help a sister out. Help a sister out. Because you said I put words in your mouth. Help a sister out. Help me out now. Help a sister out. Let me say this for a minute to the people that are members of this page. I need y'all to be real careful. Do not put anything crazy in my chat right now. Okay? Don't put nothing crazy in my chat. I'm just letting you know. But yeah. So this is some of the stuff that I'm dealing with. But this person right here, she didn't say it. It was the ghost of healings past. That said it. I don't know. Hey, I guess. So hold on one second. Okay, let's go. Let me get back to where I was at. Okay. So what we were doing was we were watching the previous video that I did the other night, addressing all of the stuff that was going on in the YouTube streets. So not just YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And everything I said, I stand on that. I don't take anything that I said back. Because I didn't disrespect anybody. I didn't lie on anybody. I didn't come for anybody crazy. That's not what I do. But I'm not going to sit there and just go along with the foolishness. And that's what I was saying before. You have, like, the guys are entitled to their opinions, and people let them have their opinions, and everybody's good. But the minute you have a female coming on here with their opinion, and I don't mean no harm, but shoot, I get paid for my opinion. You might not like it. My job is to study behaviors. I get paid to analyze mess. That's what I get paid for. So, I mean, that's what it is. The mess needs to stop. That's it. I don't care anything about anybody's beefs or anything like that. The stuff needs to stop. It just needs to stop. How long do you let the stuff drag out? But y'all grown, and that's what I said before. But again, if the whole video is listened to in its entirety, but I mean, it wasn't I the one that tried to bring it right, Missy. I was trying to bring peace before when all the foolishness was going on. And I was calling the same stuff out then and didn't get this kind of response. But this time, when folks, you gotta, that's that cognitive dissonance and all these people that got all these different things that they want to say, but that's still, I'm not going to change my stance. I don't like women being disrespected. But like I told y'all before, I'm not with men being disrespected either. Nobody should be disrespected. That's not the first time I said it. It's not the second time I said it. This is not the third time I said it. And I see people saying, oh, well, this is... No. This is what we talked about before. How do you disrespect people that you don't know? You shouldn't disrespect the people that you do know, but how do you disrespect people that you don't know? I stand on that. As a woman, I stand on that. Period. And you don't have to respect me, but you don't have to watch me either. That's it. But I'm not going to let anybody run me off or tell me what I can say on my channel when people say any and everything on their channel. And I make sure that I go in the right direction on this one. Because I understand how important it is for our people to at least act like we got some sense. Even if we can't do it, I mean, we can act like we got some sense. You know. Just need to do a series on childhood trauma, specifically surrounding lack of safety, love, and belonging, and how it shows up in adult life. That's a good idea, Amber. That's a good idea. I can't partake in it. So we are walking in some Twilight Zone stuff. We are walking in some Twilight Zone stuff. Like, oh, good night, Curtis. I missed that. I need to put something else up. I didn't even realize I still had that on my screen. If you associate yourself with drama, then drama it is, no matter who you're talking about. And let me make sure I do this, because I was clowning this stuff at the beginning. Shout out to the moderators that are in here. Shout out to the certified dimes. I'm sorry, y'all name got drugged up in something today. I don't do that. I don't do that. Y'all, sorry. You know, you don't know what to expect out here on these streets. Just expect that something's gonna happen. Like, that's it. Shout out to all the subscribers. Shout out to the viewers that are on here right now. Shout out to the people in the bushes. Shout out to the people that are sitting on here trying to dissect this thing and try to break it down and find something negative in it so they can go and put that in somebody's ear to get another video started. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Your labor is not in vain. Oh, shoot. Where's my... Dang it, I don't have it. Where is my... Hold on. Hold on. Where did I put it? I don't have it. So today we don't have a word. We have a saying, a phrase for today. So that was unconscious bias. Okay, that was unconscious bias. Now, I'm still going to go with this because I literally worked on this today. And we've seen some examples of this today. We're seeing it right now, as a matter of fact. Listen, you don't have to like people. You don't have to like people to actually see what's going on. You don't have to like people to be realistic about something. You understand? Even if you do like them, you can still be realistic about certain things. Just the problem is on here, if you are trying to keep stuff real on YouTube, being real goes wrong real fast. But different types of biases, okay? So this is some of what we're seeing right now. We got this one bias. It's called affinity bias. And that is the like. You like people that you think are like you. You gravitate to people that you feel are like you. That's the type of bias. Not saying it's wrong. Not saying there's anything wrong with it, but there's a type of bias. You know, that's like the birds of a feather flock together. Like, that's basically what that is. Then we have another type of bias. It is attribution bias. And with this one, and I need y'all to, let me pull this back up so I can make sure I got my chat still going. All right, there we go. So the next one is attribution bias. And with this one, this refers to the way we determine the cause of our own behavior or of others' behaviors. And we may attribute their behaviors to something internal or something external. Okay, so what we usually see is when people have this type of bias, this attribute bias, and they look at it from an internal angle, then they take whatever you say and they internalize it. And they're angry immediately because it touches something, versus them looking at it as an external thing and saying, okay, well, this happened because of this. It wasn't so, you know what I'm saying? It's versus whether or not you take it in general or whether or not you take it personal. And you base your beliefs based on that. And a lot of the times, most of the time, you end up overgeneralizing. You end up catastrophizing a situation, making it seem like it's way worse than what it actually is, because you're not taking the time. You're not taking the time to like really look at what's going on. I'm going to give it to you the way that it is in the book. Attribution bias is a phenomenon where you try to make sense or judge a person's behavior based on prior observations and interactions that you had with that individual that make up your perception of them. Here's one reality. Humans are quick to judge and falsely assume things about a person without knowing their full story. And this is what we see on here. People will go just like the media. It's no different. Go back and watch my media manipulation videos. People go, they give you seconds of a clip. They put small clips together just enough to get you all wound up. And then they never give you the full story. And people that are cognitive misers, they don't try to go and get the whole story. They're just going to get the little piece that was given to them. And then they're going to go and they're going to run with that. That's just what it is. Like, bam. That's what it is. So that's the second one that we're looking at. So we had affinity bias, and then we had attribution bias. Now the next one. Hold it down. The next one is beauty bias. And I need y'all to listen to this, because y'all gonna be like, tell me it's not true. Beauty bias is the tendency that some people have to respect some people versus having little to no respect to some people or disliking people based on their appearance. Now, typically in the real world, people tend to be more fond, or people that they feel are more attractive, they tend to have a more positive perspective of that person. Versus somebody that they feel is less attractive, they tend to have a more negative perspective when it comes to that person. Now, in the YouTube streets, it is completely opposite, okay? With Black folks, it's completely opposite. Because if somebody think that you even halfway cute, they don't like you, okay? That's how a lot of our folks operate. Now, that's going to be me keeping it real, and that is not in the textbook. I'm just saying. Now, we're going to keep on pushing past that. Confirmation bias is the next one. Confirmation bias basically is what it says. Now, you take a situation, and basically it is whatever happens, you find a way to make that fit what you already thought. Right? So if I think that Doc is such and such, and this person over here goes and says that Doc's such and such, even if I haven't seen it, but that's what I thought, then whatever that person over there said doctor was, then that confirmed what I already believed. So I'm not going to go and try to do any research. I'm not going to go and try to see who she is. I'm not going to go and try to feel her out, because she already fulfilled the belief that I had about her anyway. Does that make sense? Y'all understand what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying, put a 1 in the chat. If you caught what I was saying, put a 1 in the chat real quick. Because you know they talk about the hyperboles and all that stuff. So I just want to make sure I'm making sense. Okay, I see the ones. Okay. So, you know, they had the I think, therefore I am. Okay, so I changed that around and I say, I think, therefore you are. Just because I think it, therefore you are. Y'all know that's not how this works. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. Now let me take it to the textbook. Let me see what it says here about confirmation bias. Let's see here. I told y'all I was ready to do my little thing today. And let's just take a pause for the cause for a second. Because these are the things that I want you guys to take note of. When people thought that this show was going to go in a whole other direction, those numbers started jumping up. When a sister start preaching, teaching, let me not say preaching, Lord. They're going to say I think I'm a preacher. Take that back. Take that back. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Lord knows I didn't mean it. Black girl beauty, everybody. Everybody. You too. You as well. Everybody has certain biases. That's why I said whatever the bias is, it's not that it makes you wrong. Being biased is human. The thing is recognizing the bias. Everybody has biases. No one is exempt. No one. As far as we all fall into at least one of those categories. Oh, I'm not finished. Yeah, we all got work to do. We all got work to do. All us. Everybody. That's what I'm saying. Everybody. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with everybody got work to do. And that's what I was saying on the last video. That's why I say we. That's why I'm going through all these different biases so you can see. That's where the education part comes in at, because you may find yourself in here somewhere. Maybe in more than one of them. But the thing is, like with confirmation, I don't sit there. I can give you the prime example. I've had certain people tell me certain things about folks and why I shouldn't deal with them. I sit back. I am an observer. So I sit back and watch. Even if you say something bad about me or come at me crazy, I still sit back and watch before I respond. If I respond. Because I want to know the root of whatever it is. Whatever you have going on, or whatever anger you have towards me, or whatever feelings you have towards me, I'm looking at the root of it. It's not so much about what you're saying on the outside. I'm looking at the root of the problem. Because like I said the other day, it starts somewhere. I'm looking at the root. I'm sorry. Let me not say that because they'll say I can't pronounce. I'm looking at the root. And this is why I'm going and bringing this information, because I want people to look. Because see, that's why people don't like, it's not reverse psychology. It's people sitting back watching what's going on so that they will know how to properly respond. There's nothing reverse about it. It's no magic trick or anything like that. This is where you sit back again, going back to those ABC. Man, y'all about to make me going back to those ABCs of learning. And this isn't for you. Where you at? Black girl beauty. This is me talking. So don't think I'm just like talking at you right now. But it goes back to those ABCs. You got to activate an event. You got a behavior. You got a consequence. I know y'all tired of me saying this, but this is me. Okay. I activate an event. Whatever that consequence is depends on whatever your thought process is about whatever that activating event was. So, activate an event. I did a video. I was talking about all the stuff that is going on social media, on the mainstream media in the world today. Somebody thought that I was coming after them personally. That was their thought. Right? And based on that thought, they did whatever they felt they needed to do. And that was put out, whatever they put out and say whatever they said. Now, there's a part in there where you have to sit back and you have to ask yourself some questions. Am I looking at this from an objective lens? Am I really seeing it? Do a camera check. Is it what I'm really seeing, or could it be possible that I'm in my feelings? Could I be misconstruing something? That's why I don't respond immediately. When people come at me and they'll ask me like questions, and especially when it comes to the case and stuff like that, nobody ever liked what I said. Sometimes on both sides, because they didn't like the response that I gave. I was real particular in the responses that I gave. I still am. There's a reason for that. I'm not just going to go and put somebody out there, just like this conversation that we just had on here. I wasn't going to go and try to go against the brother that came on here, because at the end of the day, whether he liked me or disliked me, I'm not going to disrespect him, because I don't have any beef. I don't have any beef. Like I told you, I got too much stuff that I got to deal with in real life to deal with this other stuff. All I'm doing is trying to help my community. Either they want the help or they don't. You either accept it or you don't. But I'm going to keep it pushing either way. It's not going to stop me from trying to do what I do. Even if I just reach one. If only one. Right, Pico. That's what it, and that's what I'm trying to get people to see. Whenever we sitting up here and we having these conversations, and we'll be like, even talking about brainwashed or stuff like that, like people don't get it. But that's why I challenge you to step out of this whole situation and just come back as a person that don't know anything about any of these bloggers or anything, and just look at the videos, look at the comments, and see how crazy it looks. Crazy. How? Nobody can think that this is, you can. Let me take that back. How can you think? How can you possibly think that these behaviors are normal? That this whole thing that we're seeing right now is normal? There's nothing normal about it. This is the true definition of abnormal. These are abnormal behaviors. Twilight Zone for real. That's what I feel like. When I'm watching all this, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Some of these behaviors cannot be defined in that DSM. Do you see what I'm saying? It done went beyond that DSM. But you just have to let things go. It's like the other day that we were on here the other day, and somebody said something about crime. I don't know how that came. Oh, same video. Actually, it was that same video. And I said, I don't care anything about anybody's crime. And I said, as far as that, if somebody committed a crime, nobody should be hitting anybody up about their crime. If you committed a crime, you committed a crime. And that's not pointing anybody out. Like, I mean that. I'm not one that believes that, oh, well, this crime isn't as bad as this crime. To me, a crime is a crime. And then there were some comments that, well, it's not a crime if there's no victim. And I'm sitting here and I didn't go back and forth, and the person kept putting it in there. And I'm like, and then they kind of got a little frustrated because I wouldn't go along with it. I'm thinking cognitively, if I address this, then it's going to give them the conversation that they want. But I'm also thinking, like, I know what a crime is, right? Because the argument was a crime has to have a victim. No, a crime does not have to have a victim. A crime has nothing to do with a victim, not the word crime. It's violation of the law. Whatever that violation is violation of the law. It has nothing to do with the victim. You get caught with a couple bags on you. You don't have a victim. Shoot, you the victim. Nobody has to be hurt. They catch you with simple possession. Who's the victim? So it just makes sense. So some of the stuff I'll stop and I'll go ahead and address it the way that it needs to be addressed. And the other things I'm like, okay, I recognize the bias that was already there. So I kept it pushing. If somebody already has their mind made up about something, we can sit here and we can try to go over it and go over it and go over it. But if a person has their mind made up, like you're talking to dead air, until they get to the place where they're willing to actually think about whatever the situation is objectively. Then you're sitting there and you're talking about dead air. You're talking to dead air. They're not going to get it because they're not trying to get it. It's not because they can't comprehend it. It's because they're choosing not to. So the next bias, actually, I already did this one. I must have skipped. So I did affinity bias, attribution bias, beauty bias, confirmation bias, conformity bias. Yeah, y'all gonna be real familiar with this one because this goes back to what I've done several videos on. And let me just say that too. If you are really interested in like how I handle stuff or my thinking on stuff, just like I told somebody the last time to go back and watch my videos, that wasn't me being funny. I was being dead serious. I was serious as a heart attack. Go watch my videos. Like whatever I feel about situations and how I deal with situations, like they're there. It hasn't changed. This next bias is conformity bias. And by that word conformity, y'all should pretty much know where this is going to go. Usually in group settings, you conform to whatever the thought is of the group, whether you believe it or not. Your beliefs about something are highly influenced or swayed by the group, which goes back to what I was talking about with group thinking and herd mentality. That's what conformity bias is. And that's what we're seeing every day. And I spoke about this on the other video too, trying to get people to understand it's not just the stuff we see on YouTube. When you have people that we got these supporters that are out here not on YouTube, you got these people that support this president, you got people that support the president-elect, you got people that will sit here. Y'all see some of this stuff that's going on. Y'all know some of this stuff don't make no sense. And people are saying stuff with absolutely nothing to back it up. And people are believing it. That's what this is. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's so much bigger than YouTube. It's bigger than social media. Our people are being made a fool of. Looking like some whole clowns out here. If you're one of the folks that's okay with that, that's cool. I'll never be one of those people. I'm not okay with that. If we actually cutting up and joking, then let's clown. But there's a difference in clowning and somebody seeing you as a clown. You know, like them laughing with you versus laughing at you. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. All right. The next one is, oh man, I forgot about this one. The next one is gender bias. Oh, Gender bias, okay? Preferring one gender over the other. Okay. If we don't see that gender bias on here, and it ain't just on here. Some of y'all witness it at work. Some of you have experienced it at work. You can experience it in church. You can experience it in your house because people got certain stereotypes that they put on specific groups of people. Y'all, come on. Come on now. I've had folks to get upset with me because I wouldn't come out and say something about the LGBTQI community. No, I ain't coming after them. For what? Discrimination is discrimination to me. You're not gonna make me think the way that you think. I'm not coming after this group. I'm not coming after this group. I'm not coming after this group. If an individual does something and the individual needs to be addressed about that specific thing, if I'm going to address somebody, then it'll be that. But me just coming because the group says something or because it's a one man did something, so now it's all of the men's fault. No. If this man did it, that's your cross to bear. I'm not going to hold all men accountable for what 1 or 2 did. Shoot, for what 5 or 10 did. That's generalizing, right? And we don't like when people generalizing because generalizing is nothing but making assumptions. And we know what happened when we assume. Assume. Now, the next one is the halo and the horns effect. And I'm going to I want to split this up. Okay. The halo effect. This is what somebody put on here today. And somebody put a comment. It didn't pop up here on here today, but it's in my thing. Y'all know I told you that stuff gets sent to the region when they leave crazy comments under my videos. But the halo effect is the tendency that people have to place another person on a pedestal after learning something impressive about them. I'm going to repeat that. The halo effect is the tendency people have to place another person on a pedestal after learning something impressive about them. What they consider to be impressive anyway. Now, the opposite of that, so you got the halo, the angel, versus the horns. Versus the horns effect, devil. Okay. See, this is one of those times where I'm like exercising that bias thing. Now catch that. Okay, so now you got the horns effect. The horns effect is the tendency people have to view another person. I want you to cough after this one too. To view another person negatively after learning something unpleasant or negative about them, whether it's true or not. I'm going to repeat that for y'all. The horns effect is the tendency people have to view another person negatively after learning something unpleasant or negative about them, whether it's true or not. Because somebody said so. You know what I'm saying? Ways to avoid this horns effect. Let me get the first thing that you can do is, if you have a negative feeling, you need to take the time to figure out exactly where that feeling is coming from. It may be something superficial or insignificant. Like you mad and you don't know why. You don't like them, but you don't know why. You feel the need to come at them, but you don't know why. I'm just doing what they told me to do. They said that they were bad, so they bad. I'm just saying. That's what it is. This person say they know this person, so that means they're good. This person might be able to get me closer to this person, so that means they're good. All right. The next one, and this is going to sound crazy, but I've seen it on here. I have seen it on here. The next one, and I'm not going to go over all of them, but these were just ones I felt that I needed to touch on. It's a weight bias. It's weight, like your physical body weight, weight bias. Some people tend to have certain biases, negative biases, towards people that they feel are overweight or are underweight. Let me put this disclaimer right here, because we have to understand that these definitions are usually based on certain demographic areas. So let me say, in the YouTube streets, it is a little bit different. Okay? Now I'm going to put the women on blast for a minute, because some of us don't like folks if we think that they are average weight. Some of us don't like folks if we think they got a cute shape. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They cute or whatever. And that has a lot to do with their weight, their shape. Now, I'm gonna be honest and shame the devil now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And even in that thickness fat, you got levels to the thickness now. Because you can be thick, but then you got your other thick that out of. You see what I'm saying? And if they feel like somebody looking at you, that's a problem. So I tie the weight and the beauty in together. So that's why I say they took a certain demographic with this one. Because for a lot of the men, I ain't gonna speak for all the men, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They want a little meat on the bone. Okay? But for some females, if the men looking too hard at the people that got the meat on the bone, or you see what I'm saying? Then a lot of folks got problems now. They got problems. So that weight thing could go either way. But generally, what research says is that people tend to look at people that are overweight or underweight in a negative light versus folks of other size, or what they would consider like a normal or average size. And I do believe that there's some truth to that. I do. You think about even with hair. You don't like somebody, what's the first thing you hear some of these women say? Oh, that hair ain't hers. Y'all know what I say. She bought it. And I want to use both of those. She brought it and she bought it, okay? She bought it with her money, and if she had it in her head right, then she brought it. But either way, is don't even get me on that conversation. Now, y'all, boy, look out. Okay. All right. The last one out of this group that I'm going to be going over is contrast bias. We got a big problem with this. Notice how I be saying we got a big problem with this. Okay, contrast bias is when you tend to compare two or more people to each other. You compare what they do. You just be comparing all this stuff. And what happens is in your comparison, because you may tend to favor one thing over the other, you tend to over exaggerate the other person's I'm going to say their skills, or you over exaggerate their behaviors, or you over exaggerate their, like, whatever they say, because you're comparing these folks when in actuality one has absolutely nothing to do with the other. This person brings this to the table, this person brings this to the table. But we have gotten into this place where everything is a competition. So it's actually the people that end up being the reason that people are comparing them. Contrast bias. That contrast bias tends to make you over exaggerate the performance of one person versus the other instead of weighing things equally. If that makes sense. Y'all see it happening right now. You see it happening. Come on. One of the examples I just gave you was with the crime thing. Oh, well, they did this crime. Oh, well, they did this crime. Yeah, but when you compare it to, like, oh, this person is the devil. Take the bias out of it. Take the bias out. It's like if I lie. If I lie and you lie, then at the end of the day, it don't matter who lie was the bigger lie or the smaller lie. We both some liars. Okay? We lie like a rug. We both some liars. So there's no reason to like over exaggerate. There's no reason to like awfulize one person when it, like, you ain't got to do all that. Nope, they both some liars. We'll put them on the same scale. The pendulum swings the same both ways. We're gonna put them on the scale. They're gonna be right here. They both some liars. Like that's what it is. And it's hard for people to look at stuff like that. It's like stealing. If you steal from me, I don't care if you steal $2. I don't care if you steal $200. If you steal from me, then you stealing. I don't care how much it is. That you see what I'm saying? If you a thief, then you a thief. Now we're gonna go back to that saying again. You lie, you steal, you cheat, you kill. That's why that was put out there like that. Like, no, you did it. Yeah, no, yep. Put them on the scale. They all right here. They all right here. Now that ain't the gospel. That's just the gospel according to Sherelle. That's all I'm saying. That's. So how do we combat? How do we fight against these biases? All right. Acknowledging that everyone has some type of bias at any given time, depending on what the situation is. How do you combat? How do you fight these biases? And I want to make this clear again. Just because you have certain biases, unless you make it an issue, just because you have certain biases, that doesn't make you a bad person. Now, your decision making can be bad. Your decision making can be piss poor. but that doesn't make you a bad person. It's about you going back and having the ability and the willingness to recognize those biases. So this goes into what I was getting ready to say. How do you combat this thing? Number one, you have to acknowledge it. Yeah. It's like any other change that you got to make. First, you got to acknowledge it. Just like substances, you got to acknowledge that there's a problem. You can talk about stuff all day, but that acknowledgement is a beast. So first, you have to acknowledge it. You have to have awareness. That's where you at. You gotta, okay, I'm aware of something. Okay, now I'm willing to acknowledge that. Okay, I might have been a little bit teensy bit. Latanch. Okay, now that you have acknowledged it, now we're going back. Okay, whatever I'm feeling, where are those beliefs coming from? If I feel like Dr. Rogers don't address victims enough, where is that belief coming from? If I feel like she don't support victims, where is that belief coming from? Because if you go back and look at her videos, if you even watch her from the beginning, you'll see something different. So where was that seed planted? Is it because she won't come out and say it every day? Is it because she won't jump on a certain team to go and say it? Is it because she doesn't say it the way that somebody wants it said? Is it because she has something that happened to her herself and she understands how sensitive those topics are, so she treads lightly with those topics as to not cause any more harm to somebody that could be a victim? It's different things. You have to think, okay, where is this coming from? Why am I believing that? I don't know her. I don't know what her thought process is. All I can go off what she tells us. And so where am I getting this from other than somebody saying it? And I'm choosing to believe it. All right, so consider where those beliefs come from. Then you got to ask yourself, okay, you're looking at where they came from, but are they rational? Okay. And I'm just putting hypotheticals out here. How can Doc be okay with this right here when they say this person did A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P? Okay. Now you go through that thinking process about the rational part. With the work that Dr. Rogers does, is it reasonable to expect her not to deal with certain things? Is it reasonable for her to go and brush certain things off and just leave it when this is what she has to deal with every day? If Dr. Rogers is claiming to be a Christian, do you really expect her to go and just... Is that a realistic expectation? Is that a realistic thought? Think about it. If Janie Sue decides not to handle something a certain way or decides not to address someone a certain way, does that make her, oh, well, she's shady or she this? Or is she trying to make sure that she maintains her dignity? Is she trying to make sure that she handles herself in a mature manner? Is it that she know that, like y'all don't know her? So again, like I said before, nobody on here owes anybody an explanation. I say that again. Nobody owes anybody an explanation. Welcome to the DIAM Club. Oh, you don't went sit. Welcome, Ed. Welcome. Woo woo. Let's see if I can put that up there. Oh, it won't let me put it up there. Oh, there it is. Woo woo. Woo woo. Okay. But these are the things that I encourage people to think about. So are the thoughts rational? Are they rational? Even with the stuff that went on this afternoon, I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. But it's not anything, I know personally, it's not anything to me because I didn't do anything. That's coming from somewhere else. It has absolutely nothing to do with me. It is coming from somewhere else. Okay, I see it. That's it. All right, Dimes. I was looking. Welcome. Come on through, Ed. Come on through. All right. And then the last part of that is, if you see that thought is not rational, if it comes across as being a bit irrational, you're like, yeah, that might not be right. Maybe I need to sit back and watch a little bit more and kind of weigh all sides. Y'all, there's nothing wrong with weighing all sides. That's what we are supposed to do. I told y'all before, I talked to a guy and he used to get so pissed with me because I would take my time whenever he said something or he asked me a question. Before I responded, I paused. I took a nice little pause. Maybe 3-4 seconds, sometimes 5. I do it on here. Y'all see, because I heard it when I was watching. I didn't look at the video, but I was listening to the video and I heard my pauses in there because I'm thinking about what I'm going to say next because I want to make sure I'm saying what I mean to say. So there's nothing wrong with sitting there and just taking, you know what I'm saying? Tiari, hey, how you doing? Just taking that. But that used to irk the mess out of him. Why you pausing? Oh, you're going to get this pause. You're going to get this pause today. You're going to get this pause. I'm going to put that pause on you. But yeah, I do that. So I have a couple seconds to think for, okay. Now, if I pause too long, you might need to run because it's probably going to be a problem. You better run. But yeah, so you have to adjust that thought or that behavior. There's nothing wrong with readjusting. And that's one thing that I saw on here. People may feel one way about something one day. Okay. And then the next day they go and they feel another way about whatever the topic is. And if they decide to change their mind about something, whether you agree with it or not, people will jump on you. You talking about those hyenas on the Lion King, boy, them things, they will jump on you. We are not entitled to change our mind. This is part of our thinking process. Maybe we realized that we were utilizing one of these biases up here and we went back and we looked over the situation. You you know what? Hold on. Now, I was thinking that, but now that I'm sitting back and looking at it from the outside, maybe it's this. Hold on. Okay, now see, I ain't thinking about it that way. Hold on. Black Girl Beauty, no, ma'am. I challenge you to go and pull some stuff where you saw people disrespecting victims in my chat. No, ma'am. No ma'am, no Sam, no ham, no nothing. And my moderators can speak to that. No ma'am. I have always said on my channel that no one will be disrespecting any victims on my channel. So I'm not going to give you that one. I'm not going to give you that one. Oh my gosh. I absolutely said that all victims don't respond the same. I absolutely, Pico, I don't know if you in here. I was very pellucid when I said that everybody's story isn't the same. I said that when I told my story. I told people that you can't go and judge one person by what another person does. So that's why I'm saying very specifically that's where the biases come in at. That's the prime example. You may watch a few of my videos, but you don't watch all of them, and people will say, I've seen it. Well, she won't say such and such. Go back through my videos. I've had people that were supporters of a certain thing that didn't like it because I wouldn't go after people. And I made it clear. And it was even said that I shouldn't even be speaking on certain things because I went through stuff myself. That was said. So I can't give you that one because that's not the truth. Matter of fact, I even addressed the situation with Tasha K coming after whatever Jaguar Wright said happened to her. And again, I said, you don't know that woman's story. You can't tell her what happened to her. You can't tell anyone what happened to them because everybody's situation is different. Now, if you haven't heard me say that, then I welcome you to put a 2 in the chat right now. If you haven't heard me say that, I'm very specific about what I say. And I even spoke about working with victims myself. Victims. And I also said, who am I to question whether or not somebody is a victim if I was not there? So I got to be real clear with that one. I got to be real clear. I got to be real clear. The gentlemen fighting now were disrespectful to victims in your chat. No, ma'am. The gentlemen fighting now don't be in my chat like that. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know where you're getting your information from, but they don't be in my chat like that. 9 times out of 10, they're in my chat because I mentioned their name. I don't talk about anything for them to be talking about victims in my chat. So please, yeah, she's very mistaken. She's been on the wrong channel or something. Because I don't address stuff in my chat for anybody to be talking about victims unless the victim was me. And I tell you, I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. So I don't know where that information is coming from. Because if a darn sure ain't coming from this channel, that's something that somebody put out there and everybody ran with it. But not over here. No, darling, not over here. Not today. Not today. Not today. If you see me checking people, telling them not to even talk, even if a blogger talks trash about me and you hear me saying, no, don't talk bad about them in my chat. Come on now, we don't do this. That's not what we do. Now, welcome the truth. I always welcome the truth. That I do welcome. But I'm going to acknowledge and I'm going to point out, I'm definitely going to point out these biases. And I knew that you had that bias when you came in just based off what you were saying. So I made sure that I handled our conversation a certain way because I knew where you were going. Now, if you heard what I said, then you knew that I knew that, right? I'm pretty sure other people picked up on it. I caught your cough and all this other stuff. Like, come on now. We don't have any slow rollers over here. I promise you we don't. That's it. If something happens in the news and I speak on somebody's story, then I can put their story out there, what the article says, what the news thing said, and I'll keep on going. Period. Period. So we're going to have to go on because, you're trying to get me to talk about something that I hadn't been talking about in God knows how long. Look at I have no yeah, but you are. Yeah. Y'all know that now. I don't have to drop receipts on other people, but I can drop my own receipts now because I can pull my own videos. I can pull my own videos now. So we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. I'm not on the defense. I know that you're coming in with the bias. You already came in with an opinion. It's not your first time coming in my chat. It's not your first time. And it's not your first time making these comments either. So the understanding is that you're trying to get is whether or not you'll pull me into what you have going on. And you know that I've seen you before because I told you that I liked your name because of the dimples. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. They ripped my hair out. What in the world? Yeah, so we're not doing this. It's one that comes over in every live, That's so. Do you support the victims? What victims are you referring to? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you listening. Hopefully you got something out of it. Hopefully, But that's we have no kind, like, I don't know what accusers or I don't know nothing about no accusers. You talking about, do I support victims? Why wouldn't I? A victim is just that, a victim. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't I support a victim? I told y'all I do this in real life. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, hold up, where my time? Lord, I done went on here too long. Miss Fat got them guns ready to go. Hey. I'm telling y'all better stop letting people use y'all. Mimi, thank you. Here's some money towards a paper. Oh, no, you take that $5 back. Oh, no. Miss Fat, get rid of Mimi again. Oh, no. Blasphemy in my chat. Now, that's blasphemy in my chat. Oh my. Oh, wait a minute. Stand by. Hold on. Oh my Jesus. The blasphemy. Y'all gonna stop trying to do me any kind of way in my chat. You heard what I said? Y'all gonna stop. Hold on. Don't do me. Let me back up. Hold up. Mimi. Shoot. Darn it. I do need another jersey though. I promise. Oh Lord. I'll take the $5. I take it, Lord. I do need me another jersey. I tell you. Darn it. See, I can admit it. Should have never gave you people nothing. Should have never gave you people nothing. Lord, I tell you, Jesus, Joseph, and Mary. Hold on, let me see. For those reasons I mentioned, I don't need to base my opinion of you on anyone. I'm an adult. Now. Meaning you fired. You fired. I mean, like you like Donald Trump fired. You Oh God. Yeah. I miss my boy. This is your remedy. I miss him. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna tell y'all how slow I am. I got the screen up here and it shows the comments up here, but like I can't see if somebody been deleted or something up here. So I'm trying to use my phone, but I'm trying to move the comments on my computer by looking at, y'all not gonna understand. Okay, I'm looking at my phone and I'm using the mouse, trying to move the comments on my phone with the mouse. Okay. What's wrong with that picture? I told y'all we were in the twilight zone. Gotta get it together. Jesus. Let me try this again. Okay. Let me actually use my finger to try to move this. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me get it together. I can't get it together. All right. Okay. Let's see. Cam the man, I tell you. Okay. Lord have mercy. So we looked at the unconscious bias today. We looked at the unconscious bias and we looked at implicit bias, which are basically used interchangeably. So Pico dropped the word in the chat earlier. He thought I didn't see it. Where is my word from the other day? Dang it. It was a what was I writing on the other day? Where's my notebook? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hot darn, I got it. So the word, there it is. Pico, I'm telling you now, I'm taking notes. Hold on, it's Agatha cacological. Man, say that 3 times and see how it worked out for you. Agatha cacological. Okay? Agatha cacological. You're going to stop coming in here and make us feel dumb, Pico. All right, let me type this word out because, man, listen. I did a pronunciation of it, and I heard 2 pronunciations right. But a video came up. And when a video came up for it, it's like the person that was pronouncing it, like she knew I wasn't pronouncing it right. And it's like she almost got an attitude. I got to see if I can pull it back up. It's like, didn't you hear how I said it? Agatha the girl bad. Agatha cacological. I like literally wrote this down ebonically, y'all. Okay, I wrote this down ebonically. True story. Oh my gosh. And she posted on dot working for feds and got loot. Who is that? If he goes back to the Panthers, I will buy you his jersey. Look, they just got rid of the general manager. You got rid of Rivera. You got rid of Cam. You got... That's why I hadn't been to a game this year. This is the first time in years. I mean years that I haven't been to a game. I can't. It's not... I just don't know. I don't know. I'm being played on the live. Hey, whoever playing me on the live. All right. So here is the word right here. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Miss Pissy Squarepants. Okay, let me get this word up here. Wow. Good. All right. Do I still have a little thing up here? It might still be up here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hola. Let's see something. Okay. Oh, there's a video. Hold up. Don't start.
Agathocacological.
Huh?
Composed of both good and evil. Agathocakological. Agathocacological.
Say what? Wait a minute, that wasn't the one. Hold on.
Agathocacological. Agathocacological. Agathocacological.
Agathocacological.
Agathocacological.
Agathocacological.
Agathocacological. Agathocacological.
I hope y'all got that. I hope y'all got that. Agathocacological. Both sides. Good. Evil. Different definitions, but one says not really muscular, just tall, thin, and brooding with something evil, or at the very least, an agathocacological sense of being. Okay, I got you, Miss Fat. Agathocacological. Bam! Bam! You broke that down good. Agathocacological. See, I can't say it without looking at it. Agathocacological. All right. Check Miriam. Okay, let's see. Yeah, composed of good and evil. That's exactly what it says. Composed of both good and evil. I think this is where I found it at before. Thought I was gonna have that. I wanted to find a lady that had a little attitude. And then a guy started coming in saying it too, like, you don't have it yet? Agathocacological. But they don't tell you how to use this one in the sentence. I would say the person's demeanor represented the person's demeanor or the person's actions were agathocacological. That's my sentence. That's my sentence. Oh, Apple Candy. I used to hate that Twilight music. I used to hate it. I would cover my ears when it came on when I was younger. Hold on, let me see. I gotta watch it. I gotta read it. Hold on. You're messing me up, Miss Fat. Hold up. Hold up. I'm trying to clap it out. Agathocacological. I ain't clapping that out. Oh my gosh. Missy, please don't put anybody's name in here. I don't care. I don't care about that. They can't do anything to my job. I welcome them. They can go ahead. They go to my job trying to mess with stuff. They're gonna find themselves in some mess. So they all right. That word was first used by Robert Southey. Man, see, that's what I'm talking about. Teach us something. Teach us something. Teach me how to read. Teach me something. I love it. I love it. Interrupt. Let me see it. Oh, there was something else I was supposed to put on here. Oh, there was something else I was supposed to put up here. With my little notepad. Got my little notepad. Let me see. Okay. Pico, I think you dropped this word. You actually dropped a similar word in here. And the word I was going to put up today too is micro invalidation. And I see earlier, I don't know if you were talking about it or if Langston was talking about it, microaggression. But that's another one for you to just, put your little memory bank back there. Microaggressions. This occurs in three distinct ways. I was actually going to focus on the micro invalidations, but that's one of the ways. So micro assaults, micro insults, and micro invalidations. Micro assaults are conscious, deliberate forms of discriminatory practices or practice that are intended to harm and most closely resemble traditional forms of discrimination. So that's something to take with y'all. Micro aggressions occur in three distinct ways: micro assaults, micro insults, and micro invalidations. Micro assaults are conscious, deliberate forms of discriminatory practice that are intended to harm and most closely resemble traditional forms of discrimination. And we see that a lot. Micro invalidation, a form of microaggression that excludes or negates a person's thoughts or feelings. I'm trying to look at both of these things. It went from micro to macro. Let me tell you something. I told you guys before, that when you see certain folks do something, make sure that you do not put anything in that chat. Do not let your name pop up in that chat. That's why I made sure I made that announcement on here today. So let them say whatever they need to say. Do not let your name pop up in that chat. Please. All right. One of the other things, and I didn't even get to show the little video thing that I was supposed to be doing to give them another reason to be talking. Actually, I'll show it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from here. Let me see if I can do this. Anyway, I told you guys before that y'all know I've been working on some endeavors with the coronavirus and getting people to wear masks and all that stuff, right? So I had been working on something, and I finally got one of the products that I was trying to, well, actually, I got two. I don't even know what other. I got two. So, I did the pop. So, I have some products that I actually put them on my site, but with all this foolishness going on right now, if you would like to get one, then you can email me to get one, because I ain't fooling with this buffoonery. So, God, I hope I can show it. Let me see if I can show it. I'd rather show y'all. So when we talk about innovation, so remember I told y'all, and this is going to be on the video anyway, but I do it anyway. Remember when I told y'all I was talking about going to, I was at TGI Fridays, and I was eating my food at the bar, and the cute guy came in at the bar and sat all close to me, and we were supposed to have like 2 bar stools apart, and he came and sat in the bar stool next to me, and I kept having to slide my chair over. Do y'all remember that? And I couldn't eat my food because he was laughing and talking, and I had to put my mask back on while I was trying to eat and drink my little drink, you know, my little mango tea and all that stuff. Do y'all remember that? So this is a solution to that. And it took me a while. It took me a while to get what I wanted, but I got it. So this is one of the things that I got, y'all. So check this out. Let me slide off for a minute and do this, and then I'll come back on here. So hold up, watch this. Bam. So this is for all my people with their mask. So you coming back up to me this time, and I'm trying to eat my food, and I got the ones with the eye covering because there is some research that looks at whether or not people can get COVID through their eyes, because, you know, those are actually, you got mucous membranes up there, right? So instead of, when this dude coming up this time and he coming to talk to me or whatever, instead of me having to take my mask off and all this stuff and me feeling all vulnerable because you sitting over here and I got to take my mask off, bam, I'm not taking my mask off. I want to drink my drink. I'm going to eat whatever food I need to eat. My nose is still protected, so if you got it, it ain't coming through my nose. You ain't messing with my eyes, and I can zip myself back up safely, and you don't have to mess with me. Okay? So, and let me do a face check to make sure I ain't looking crazy on here. Hold up. So anyway, I will be selling those. Actually, I am selling those, as well as they come in different colors, guys. So I have them packaged. So they come in red. They come in, well, I am going to have them in red, black, purple, blue, gray, of course, pink. And I also have them without the guard, without the little guard on here. So you just get this part. And guys, I also got them with the earmuffs attached. So if you got to be fashionable in order to get you to wear a mask or whatever, like, yes, they are washable. They are also washable. Yes, ma'am. And they have their little certificate of approval. I don't know if y'all can see that from way back here. But yeah, I was not playing with that. I am so serious about that. And y'all know I got masks for days. But I was sitting up here and I'm like, listen, I don't like taking my mask off to eat. Like, for real, for real. I don't like having to take my mask off to drink. So we're going to do that. And that's what we're going to do. Okay? That's what we're going to do. So, and I know y'all think I am crazy. I am dead serious. So, those masks, not taking it. I don't want to take it all the way out of the pack, but just so y'all can see. So that's one of them there. So that's a red one. And that's the inside of it. It's a pretty thick mask. But as you can see, it actually has a spot in there for your chin to sit in. There's actually a spot, nice little spot for your chin to sit in. And it has a place for your nose to go. So you don't have to worry about all that stuff. So anyway, I will be selling these. If you want to purchase one of these, then you can email me at whatever my email address is. I will not be putting the name of the website up here for these scandalous folks to be going and trying to put some mess on my page. So I will put my email address back up here and you can email me. But these masks are $12.99. What I said I was going to do, if you are a certified DIAM, you can get them for $10.99. The one without the shield on it, the one that you can get without the shield, just the zipper, those are $8. And the price hasn't been set on the ones with the earmuffs yet. But they're cute, though. Let me see if I can show y'all. I don't be playing games. Now, if I get, hey, I ain't playing with it. I ain't playing with it. These are the ones with the earmuffs, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it, but that's the earmuff. Ain't that cute? Now on this one, the mouth doesn't come open, but it has a little flap on the nose. So if you get a little too hot because you all bundled up and get a little too hot, you can open up the little flap on the nose. Let your nose get some air. Let your nose get some air. So oh, you can see it on here. You can see it on here. It's easy letting the little nose get some air. So, if you guys are interested in that, you are more than welcome to check them out. I am not going to be trying to push anything to anybody on YouTube because I don't want to hear these folks' mouths. But I am showing you what will be coming available. I will be putting these out first. This is the one without the shield. Just look like somebody smiling. Keep smiling. Keep shining. I don't know if y'all can see it on here. Yeah, but that's with it zipped up. So that's what I have been working on, okay? So while these other people are sitting up here doing all this extra stuff, your girl is putting in work. I ain't got time for all the other stuff. Okay, I'm trying to save some lives out here. You know, I ain't got nothing to do with what people do over here and then who they call and who they don't call, and call on Jesus. He's all right. Okay, call on him. But let me get back so I can see my chat. I forgot to put the email address up there. Where is it? Okay. Now let me get back to these comments up here. Miss Pat said, "Get out of here." Yes. Let me catch back up. Is my email address on there? Oh, it's not on there. First of all, oh yeah, it is. CarolinaEpiphany843@gmail.com. Okay, yeah. So that's my email address. If you are interested in one of those masks, yes. Your girl will be sporting them in all colors for the holidays. Okay, ho ho ho. But yeah, they are washable and flexible. One of the things I did notice though, like, don't be scratching too hard on this, because I done messed around digging that stuff and I done put a little scratch on it. Not a scratch, but I can see why I was rubbing real hard on there. So yeah. Miss Fat, I know. After the holidays, after I go and take care of all these kids that I don't like, after I go and do that, then I'm gonna go and hit up some of the salons, and I know a few makeup artists and the little nail shops and stuff like that, to see if they are interested, in buying those in bulk. So the game don't stop. Ken, hi, how are you? I was literally telling my coworkers I need to put a hole in my mask to drink. T. Lynn, I had been thinking about that. Like, I literally cut one of mine. I got my little sewing machine. I started making one. Don't play. My name popped up. It's because I try to save people. Y'all saw me be kicked out. At least I had bravery. The princess in your mask. I never give up on the people. Don't you play around? Can you? You sure can kiss with that zipper, Miss Fat. You sure can. Coronavirus. Oh Lord. 5G has Jesus lying. Oh Lord. Oh God. It is blurry. I don't know why. Oh, because of the black. So yeah. So we are going to, I done been on here long enough. It's almost 3 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit that 3 mark and I'm getting off here because I ain't mean to stay on here. The Twilight Zone is real. Let me be clear on something. I don't care what they post, as long as there are no threats involved, but I don't have to watch it because I don't have to. Just make sure that you don't follow no folks up putting no crazy stuff back in that chat. And I'm gonna leave that there. They can have the rest of it. I don't care. Because I'm not gonna go and follow somebody up that I didn't do anything to. You know. Your issues gonna be your issues, they're not mine. All right. They might catch your lip. You got your lips poking out, they might catch your lips. You stick your lips in there and zip it, you I can see somebody doing it. They'll be ready to sue. They'll be ready to sue. They'll be ready to sue. You put your lips in there. You know what? I'm glad you said that, because I'm gonna have to make that label and I'm gonna put that label on the package. If you poke your lips out or call yourself taking pictures doing them duck lips, is that however you do? Y'all know how the little girls, not just the little girls, how the women be doing the duck lips. If you do that and your lips get caught up in them, now that's on you. Okay? You out here trying to do any other extracurricular activities. That's on you, and I'm going to leave that there. Now, don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. So, right, Parnell, right. Y'all. So, anywho's, so we got like a minute left. So I appreciate everybody coming in today. For those that truly came in to get some real information, I hope you got some information from out of this. For the people that are coming in here trying to get stuff started, you on your own. To the brother that y'all doing a video right here now, I'm telling you, nobody came for you. You went and made that video completely about you. I'm not beefing with you. I'm not going to go back and forward. So if you decide to put something out, then you put it out. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm just not. I'm not going to do it. So we can let it go, or you can keep it going, but I'd be darned if I'm going to be standing up at night behind some foolishness. I'm not going to do it. So that's it with that. Shout out to all of these certified dimes that are in here. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your maturity. My God. Woo. To all of the subscribers, I appreciate you. I appreciate your intelligence. My God. To all of the viewers that are not quite subscribers, I appreciate you. But I appreciate you more if you subscribe. Facts. Okay. Now, to all the people in the bushes that are just scared to come out and say something because they don't want nobody jumping on them, I appreciate you. To all the other people that are in the bushes that are coming over here to try to take something back, that just make you lame. That's all I'm saying. But I still appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Feliz Navidad. Okay? Now, on the way out the door, let me find my I forgot I was on YouTube. Okay. Let me play my Christmas petty on the way out the door. And we can all be blessed. We can all be blessed on this magnificent day. Let me see here. Okay. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. So let me pause that really quick. And oh, wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Yo! Are you serious? Y'all, hold on before I go. Wait a minute.
We have more breaking news in tonight. The President of the United States just issuing a slew of new pardons. I want to get straight over to Pamela Brown in Washington for us once again this evening.
Hold on. See, I was going to talk about this today. And again, all the stuff got, whatever. Okay, so we just completely on a whole other topic right now. Where's my thing at, Lord? Because this was supposed to be part of our conversation today, too. This was supposed to be the first part of our conversation. And I allowed the distraction to take place. See how I knit my own stuff? All right. So the other day, yesterday, we know that the POTUS basically pardoned 20 individuals. Okay. So Papadopoulos, the one that lied to the folks. You had Hunter, who was he pled guilty to misuse of campaign funds. It was like 200,000 or 2 million. I can't remember the exact amount. There was another guy, the lady that's over the Department of Education. Her brother was pardoned. It was just, and he pardoned some individuals that had nonviolent drug offenses too. Now those were in there too, but he pardoned a lot of people. Okay, today everybody that was involved in that Russia investigation. Okay, let me play this thing. See, this is the kind of news I'm worrying about. We got some big things going on. Y'all keep that other stuff. Keep that other stuff. My goodness. Wait a minute. Wow.
We have more breaking news in tonight. The President of the United States just issuing a slew of new pardons. I want to get straight over to Pamela Brown in Washington for us once again this evening. Pam, who's on the list?
Well, Kate, the president continues his revenge against the Russia investigation tonight by rewarding 2 former advisors indicted by special counsel Robert Mueller, issuing full pardons to his former campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, who was convicted for a slew of financial crimes, and to Roger Stone after commuting his sentence earlier this year. Also on this list, just released from the White House, Jared Kushner's father, Charles Kushner. Let's take through these. Paul Manafort and Roger Stone. They were indicted by special counsel Robert Mueller, went to trial, convicted by juries of multiple crimes. Investigators say Manafort broke the cooperation agreement by lying to them. Roger Stone never cooperated after lying to Congress to protect the president and has never shown remorse. So now both men are being rewarded by the president for their loyalty. The president, as we know, Kate, has been long aggrieved by the Russia probe and has said he thinks his advisors were treated unfairly. It's worth noting here, the Mueller report detailed in the obstruction of justice part how Trump's team, Trump himself, dangled pardons as a way to protect himself. And now we're seeing the president's plan play out with these pardons here, these full pardons to Paul Manafort and Roger Stone. Also tonight, Charles Kushner, the father to the president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. He was convicted of illegal campaign contributions, tax evasion, and witness tampering, and he served a 24-month sentence. Now, White House officials tell me that Jared did not advocate for his father to get the pardon because it was the unspoken word between him and Trump that this would happen. That is what sources have told me and my colleague, Gloria Borger. But overall, the story here, Kate, that is emerging from these pardons is that the president is using his pardon power to reward those close to him, some of whom likely would not have met the DOJ criteria for pardoning. And it's really significant when you think of this pardon for Paul Manafort. As you'll recall, Kate, me and my colleague, Evan Perez, we were the first ones to break the news that Robert Mueller was indicting him. And so now to be sitting here saying that he has been given a full pardon by the president in the Russia probe is truly remarkable.
Pamela, thank you so much for bringing it to us. Let me bring in right now Abby Phillips. She's back with us. Nick Ackerman joining us now, served as assistant special prosecutor for Watergate, and Evan Perez, CNN's senior justice correspondent. Evan, first to you. Everyone was waiting for these names to drop. What statement is the president making tonight with this?
Man, let me cut that off. Oh, Jesus, Joseph and Mary. Jesus, Joseph and Mary. Stand up, be counted. Hey. Look, I done went past my time messing with that thing. I was supposed to be playing a little video, Lord. My. Jeez. Let me get back on this thing, child.
We wish you a
Wait a minute. I'm taking y'all out with this video. So before everyone goes, again, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Apple candy. We actually do have something to do with this. I want y'all to think about it. I want y'all to think about it for a minute. But I ain't gonna get on that because I can't be doing all the politics and all that stuff. But just think about it. And let me get back on. Where's my thing at, y'all? Okay. And so I'm gonna play y'all out. Bam.
We wish
Petty
you a
people
petty
be like,
They say you hate kids. You just hate them. Wait a minute. Well, somebody got some explaining to do.
Wish you a petty Christmas. We wish you a petty
That's
Christmas.
what it is.
We wish you a petty Christmas. And a
Somebody
petty
better give me a
New
refund.
Year. We wish you a petty
What?
Christmas.
But I don't
wish
have no
you a petty
kids.
Christmas. We wish you-
I just love kids. Like, I really love them. You know what? Somebody give me a refund. I knew there was a reason I didn't like them little jokers. Petty Christmas, y'all. Bye. Have a very petty Christmas.
It's the best time of the year. I'm gonna play it one more time.
We wish
petty
you a
people
petty
be like,
No, they say you hate kids. You just hate them. Wait a minute.
And a petty
Well, somebody got some explaining to do.
Yeah, that's an extra sketch.
We wish you a petty
That's what it is.
We wish you a petty Christmas. And a
Somebody better give me a refund.
We wish you a petty
What?
Christmas.
But I don't have no kids.
Wish.
I just love kids. Like, I really love them. You know what? Somebody give me a refund. I knew there was a reason I didn't like them little jokers. Petty Christmas, y'all. Bye. Have a very petty Christmas.
It's the best time of the year. All right, y'all. I am pretty sure. What was that? Hold up, y'all.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a
Oh, y'all gonna start just popping up on my. Let me close all that out. Okay. All right, y'all. Over this little season or this little break or whatever, I encourage you all these new words and stuff that we have been learning. Let us take advantage of these things. I can assure you that I will be spending time with all those people that I hate, over the next few days. So I may come on Christmas. I may not. I'm not sure. But I may post something. Oh, Kim, I did like a little video, and like I just got completely sidetracked today with all that stuff. I was like, what in the world can I live? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'll probably put that up tonight, a little clip tonight or whatever. But I'll come back and like post something. I might put a little video up for the dimes or whatever, but just try not to get involved in the mess, because I'm not getting involved in the mess. And I said what I meant. I explained what I meant. So if anybody wants to come up with any other interpretation, then that's them coming up with their own interpretation, because I said exactly what I meant. And I clarified exactly what I was saying. And I said I don't have any beef with anybody. Even though, you know, the little stories were told on me, I'm good with that. It's not the first time I've been lied on. Shoot, I was just lied on yesterday. So, I guess that was twice. But yeah, so it is what it is. It is what it is. So, yeah. So you guys have a beautiful holiday. Make sure that you take advantage of being with your loved ones. Like, because with the way the stuff is going, we never know. You just don't know how things are going to turn out. And if you are interested in those masks that I put up, I put it on the way out the door. If you are interested in the mask, blam. You know, I have to make sure I got my earrings out. Like I said, you have your spot for your nose. You have the spot for your chin at the bottom. If you want to drink something like so, you unzip it. For Miss Fat, yeah, you can kiss somebody. But if your lips get zipped up, you on your own. Okay? But you drink whatever you got to drink. Let me loosen this up. You drink whatever you got to drink. Loosen this strap up a little bit. Drink whatever you got to drink. And go on about your business and let the haters hate. So I'm going to get off my little thing wearing my mask. Okay? Bam. I'm wearing my mask on. Real rap rock. Oh, Lord. So, I will see you guys later. Remember, all the time that you take going back and forth with people, you could be finding new ways to make money. And I ain't talking about through drama. I'm just saying. God. Kim, when I post the video on here, then please share it on Facebook. Please, I would love for you to share it on Facebook. But yeah, so you guys take it easy, and I will see you the next time. Hopefully before the year is out. I will see. Lord, see, you start getting these things from people, you start talking like them. See what I'm talking about? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, you guys have a good one, and I will see you next time. Like, all jokes aside, thank you for tuning in. Y'all have happy holidays. Happy holidays. Anyone that's traveling, safe travels to you, and I will see you next time. Bye.